Cloud. That's amazing. Anybody ever asked that question, like, where's the cloud? Is it in DC? Is the cloud in DC? Where the cloud in New York? Maybe it's on Times Block today. Because clouds move. Where the cloud at? Rich scientist, he would know these types of things. Marcus, is the cloud in the back of that truck you drive? Is it in Arkansas? Where's the cloud? We just sent our stuff to the cloud. Right? I don't know where the cloud is, but guess what? It's out there. I would just send it to the cloud. Hopefully we'll find it later on, all right, so that you can have it for your listening pleasure. But we are going to have a good time today. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to run a contest at the end for those that have been on this call, because who's going to take, anybody got a notebook? Anybody got a notebook? Nobody got a notebook? Nobody got a notebook? Where your notebooks at? Where your notebooks at? Where is your notebook? Yeah, see, go get it. Go ahead and get it, Miss Keys. Get it. Put it in front of you. Just sit it right there on the desk. Get a pen, because I'm going to say some fast stuff. And at the end of the day, you're going to want to write it down. Fast stuff. Hey, Kathy, how are you out there? Brenda, where's the glasses? Oh, that's right. You're sitting in the, look at her sitting in the easy board. That's what I'm talking about. I know people that sleep in them things. Beverly, Big Bucks, Bev is in the building. Elaine, how is it out there in the St. Grenadines or St. Vincent's in the Grenadines? I said, somebody, Richard always gets on me. He says, I say the Bahamas. Is it the Bahamas? No.
No, it's the Barbados that you always say. It's
the
just
Barbados.
Barbados.
Oh, it's not it's the no, is it the Barbados?
Barbados.
Oh, Barbados. Okay. Why can't it be the Barbados? Bring me my water.
You didn't ask, but I shall deliver it.
She got that Mickey Mouse cup.
That's right.
Oh, it's Barbados. Okay. Barbados, like the Philadelphia. You won't hear that, right? The New York. No, you the DC. The DC. The Chicago. What's going on, Deanna? How you doing? Sabrina, good to see each and every. The Bronx. Now, there we go. Look, Pat come over here talking about the Bronx. Yeah. Now, they got the Bronx. That's another story. We can talk. Where y'all at the Bronx? Where y'all at the Bermuda? No, they don't sound right. the St. Vincent. No, that ain't. So we're going to talk about, and I'm going to say this today. I said, Lynn said, what are we going to train on today? And the question was influence. Now, there's a difference in influence and there's a difference in marketing. Would y'all agree? Marketing people and influencing people, there is a total different. Is that different than influencing? How to win friends and influence people, how to market people. You must the when you speak. Okay, so do you influence people when you speak? So Lynn, you had a definition that you told me what the difference was in influence. What is that? What was the difference in marketing?
Well, I was saying that when you market something, marketing is pretty much putting your business and keeping your business where people can see it. So like if I wanted to buy a billboard, I'm marketing. If I get magnets on my car, I'm marketing. If I'm passing out flyers, I'm marketing. Those are examples of marketing. Influencing people goes further.
Okay. So I'm going to give you today, and this is how we're going to match it up where it works for travel. Do anybody book travel? How many of y'all book travel and would like to influence people to want to book travel with you? And how many of us market our business that we want to influence people that will literally do business with us, period. So we're going to do it on a twofold, but we're going to do it on. So number one, become genuine, what's the word? Genuinely interested in other people's business. become genuinely interested in other people. So, Lynn, how would that go to market people in the travel? How do you do that as far as being genuinely? Because I know a lot of people hear this and they say, "Oh, I know that. I know that." Anybody ever say that? Ah, yeah, that's right. You're right. I know. So how do you actually be genuine with people about them?
Well, when I'm talking to a prospective client, I learned early on the less that I'm talking, the more I'm listening. So I have leading questions, or what some of you have heard me in the past say, my fave five or my favorite five questions. But I ask them about where they want to go, how they want to get there, who are they taking with them, what is their budget. I ask them that basic stuff. But I'm also asking them, tell me about your favorite vacation, or tell me about your worst vacation, because I really want to know what's going on with them. If it was their favorite vacation, I want to duplicate that. If it was their worst vacation, I don't want to duplicate that.
Mm.
So
So go
I
ahead.
ask them those questions to get them to talking, and I'm taking notes while they talk.
And would anybody be interested in, is that going to be an influence to you? Would you be influenced by that behavior? When is that done? Is it done before before you book the vacation, during the what? During your consultation with that person? So a lawyer, he charges for consultations, doesn't he? That's a service fee. So in the midst of here, it's saying being genuinely interested in other people. If somebody wants to book with you, wouldn't it be very important to show how genuinely concerned about their experience in booking? And then do you think that would also allow you to be able to upgrade, so that literally, because some people will think about costs, but then there's ways to help people with value. So like right now we have a way of getting started for $99, and then we have a way of getting started for $174. Which package do you think Lynn would sell, or I would sell, or which package do you think we would sell? Easily, because the first thing we're going to be, first of all, genuinely, watch this. I am very concerned. Now, watch this. If I go on Facebook right now and I notice I had a young lady, for instance, she has an organization and she's a public speaker. And she is a person that literally does a lot of different events and things of that nature. Would it not be important, or would it be very interesting for me to give her a call, watch this, and ask her to show her a way of making her business more profitable? So Laurie, if I could show you a way to make your business, based on what you're doing already, more profitable to you, would that be of concern, or could we sit down and have a conversation? Because anybody that you can help their bottom line, that's going to be important. Now, I'm talking to you from a place of being in business. So when the gentleman came to me, this is how he literally, watch this, how he got my attention. You know what he asked me? He said, Kip, I noticed you're getting ready to go to Dallas. If I can show you a way to save on your trip, would you be interested? Can we do that, ladies and gentlemen? Can we help somebody do that? Yes? No? Maybe so? A question. So first of all, I took notice to something they were doing. Y'all not listening to me. Y'all ain't even think of paying me no mind. But if I'm telling you this, Lynn, you work for a major corporation. Was your bottom line at your company important to your CEO?
Absolutely. It was important to me too.
Because that would govern your job, right? So,
Hello.
do we have any business owners in this building today? Do we have any business owners in here? So, listen to me. So, my question is, from a standpoint of who you are, Big Bucks Bev, you have a business. You know several other businesses, don't you? Absolutely. So if I can show you, Kevin, you are the CEO. Where's your CEO? How can I talk to the owner? I notice you're the owner. When you go on LinkedIn, you will see a lot of business. Like I go on your page, I don't see owner. Go ahead, Lynn. Shots fired. Duck. This is important. Are we all not business owners? Are we all not CEOs? So how do you influence people? Lynn, we talked about your journey here, and it was important for you to get some initials. Is that impressive to anybody when you see like doctor or anything? Do anybody get impressed by that? Anybody respect initials? Like y'all don't have no respect for initials?
I'll be transparent. I do. I look at it.
Like anybody look at somebody's signature? Oh my God, I'm asking y'all some questions.
It's
When you look at these signatures, say that again.
It's a good conversation or icebreaker too, because if somebody's giving you their card and you look at that card and oh wow, MCC, or what's that? I never heard of that one. Or if I'm looking at their card, I mean I know what a DDS is, but I mean even if you don't. Even if you know what it is, it's still a good conversation starter. Be like, oh, I see you have your bachelor's or your master's degree and whatever. That opens up the conversation. That's the conversation opener. You've gotten yourself some points there.
How do you introduce yourself how do you introduce yourself, Lynn? To a client. You're on the phone with a client. What do you say? Am I Deidre Lynn, or am I a cruise specialist and I have my MCC? I ain't even know what that was until Lynn came into my life. I'm going to just be honest with you. See, anybody know what that means? Hold on, slow down, Slim. Anybody know what MCC means? MCC. See? MCC. Master Cruise Counselor. What you let me tell y'all something. Words have power. If you don't think that's influence, that is some people gonna be jealous. No, so she increases her knowledge base, and it also increases her what? Influence. So now when you're talking to a president of a company or the CEO or the founder of the company, oh, y'all don't want to talk back to me? Go ahead, Lynn. We're going to go to the next one. Go ahead to the next one. Let the other person, I don't know. I mean, y'all look everybody kind of quiet, but this is some good training. Is this some good training? This is good stuff. Like, listen. Man, I'm going to put that on owner. And you know where owner really sticks out? It don't stick out on Facebook as much as it sticks out on LinkedIn. So I know everybody hangs out on Facebook, but very few people hang out on LinkedIn. Yes or yes? This is where the business is being done. It's like the golf course versus the basketball court. You follow what I'm saying? The golf course is where all of the business is done. So where are you of influence at? Do you go to anything like a men's club? Well, what is it that you do? I am a master cruise counselor. Oh, that is very impressive. What is that? Guess what I can say? I got my MBA. You know what they'll ask me? What is that? I'm going to tell them my master bank account. But that's impressive.
That's
Listen, that is an influence. Now watch this. We have a huge company. Who is our company? What's the name of our company? When I'm talking to somebody, when I'm at a place, Travaris Global. Listen to what I'm saying. Lynn, can you just show some of the pricing? Watch this. This year, watch this. I'm talking to a professional now, right? Deanna, this year, our company will do over $100,000 in sales. That sounds much better than this year, Life Changing Alliances will do $2,000 this year. My little old home-based business, I work from home. And the way you're conversating, it's not very influential because of the conversation you're having. Now, you can have a conversation that can be very stimulating to one's ear, to the point that now if I want to influence, I'm not going to talk about my company who I have partnered up with. This year, we will do just in cruise sales. This year, listen, I think if you look at the back office of the cruises and you could see the numbers, we will do $1.5 million, where we are actually saving the average person. Let's say they go to a Marriott property or corporation. We have an alliance with Marriott Corporation that we're able to save individuals anywhere from, how much was the last one we stayed at, Lynn? $299?
Yes.
How much did we save? Almost 80%.
Even more than that,
actually. Yeah, and the thing is, if you can say we're saving our clients 80 to 90% on their hotel stays, am I talking a little different? Do you think I will literally get more people to take their credit card out and say, how much it costs to get in this company? $174. You think a person gonna pull their credit? That's how this week, I signed up 2 millionaires. Why? Because I have a whole new level of respect for this dynamic company called Travaris Global. Am I making sense? Influence. So now I go to the daggone Disney park. Disney. Freaking Disney. Do you know how much it costs to get in one of those parks today? Anybody have an idea? $139 to get in the park. How much did it cost Lynn? How much? Free. So we have a company that allows our individuals to be able to maximize. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm just trying to paint a picture, because when we start talking about an influence, the next thing I'm going to talk about on number 4, let me give you another number. Let's go with number 2. We only gave you one, right? Number 2, dramatize your idea. Dramatize. Is Kemp dramatic? Am I dramatic?
Yes.
I'm dramatic. And guess what people run to? drama. But all drama is not bad. Drama is what gets box offices literally millions of dollars. Am I helping somebody to think a little bit bigger about your opportunity right now? I need you to see it the way I see it, to the point that when I speak of it, I am like, let me tell you what drama also does. It gives you a lot of anxiety. Do you know it was anxiety going through my system when Lynn gave them a free paper to get in the park that the company has put us in a position to be able to get in these parks for what?
For free.
$174. And that is for whoa. What? 174. And Lynn was able to what? Go to the park for free. Y'all know it don't stop there though, right? Y'all know it don't stop. Y'all know how much it costs to park? $35. Just to park the car. Just to look at a sign is $35. Yeah. See, we're going to help a lot of people because we do know that there's a lot of people that want to actually travel. So what we got to do, influence, you got to learn how to dramatize the idea. So watch this. We said, watch this, and influence, 7% of your communication is verbal. Like my mouth opening. Y'all see that? Can y'all see me? Everybody see me? That's now. Watch this. Now y'all want to see some drama? Y'all want to see me get dramatic about something? Look at my freaking, like I say words that will connect to you. You're not gonna believe. Close the front door. You're going to be shut the front. Like, notice I just got everybody to move. Like, shut the front door. And just me saying, y'all thought I was going to say, I said front. There's a dramatic, like, he is so daggone dramatic. Get out of my, I don't have to say it, but oh my God. Am I helping somebody today? You so cordial about your stuff. See, Vincent just sent me a ticket. He just sent, let me show y'all something. He just sent me something. Thank you, Vincent. I appreciate it. I'm going to send this to y'all right now. Matter of fact, let's take a look at it. Look at this, y'all. This is crazy. Ain't this crazy stuff? This is crazy. I took a picture and I put it up there because y'all don't believe stuff. So I'm going to just give it to you like it is. Look at this. See the ticket, day 4 ticket, day 1 ticket, $170. Here, Travaris agent at yahoo.com, which is my email. Universal, guess how much it said on here? It said, y'all think I'm lying, don't y'all? It said, dear Kip Satchel, thank you for coming out to the complimentary, what? To Universal. Y'all don't think that's a good, and notice that little dot, guess what? Because Lynn had a different piece of paper, hers said free. I had to get in my credit card. So this is the point where, now watch this, ladies and gentlemen, and I gotta say this. When somebody telling you about another opportunity and going somewhere, do you think, like, let me tell you something. We are the OG of the travel industry. We are the ones that originated this whole idea of being able to even get you in a place. I don't know. Y'all may act like y'all, but listen, I know somebody done experienced a fantastic rate. Anybody experienced a fantastic rate yet? Okay. All right. Laurie, you experienced a fantastic rate, right?
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you this question. When you realize, because see, some of them don't experience the fantastic rate until we get somewhere, and then they be like, how much was your ticket? And they tell us, girl, I paid $179. You paid what? How did that go for you, Laurie?
Didn't go well for me at all.
So is that like OMG? Laurie, you not.
The 175 was worth it just to do the fantastic rates at the Hotel Excellence alone.
Oh gosh.
Just booked Atlanta Hotel for $49.
Huh? What you said?
$49. Originally $175 for everybody else.
What?
Yes.
Where did you do that
at? Through Hotel Excellence.
And where were you going? Where are you staying? And where?
Fairfield Suites Hotels in Atlanta, Georgia.
In Atlanta, and if I'm not mistaken, you said Fairfield Suite.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See. Let me help y'all a little something. This would allow me to sign somebody up so fast, just like. See, because I like to share this stuff. Because I am here to serve people. So if I can show you a way right now, Edna, how you can save $100 on your next stay, would this be something you would want to hear? Ain't nobody gonna say no. I seen people get happy when they put that, that card, Laurie, that you could just swipe. You got a ShopRite card and they say yes, and that number goes from 49 to 44. $5, and people lose their rabbit mind. So I know how you gonna get when I'm gonna save you $100. You just said $49 for how much? $175. Is y'all hearing what we got here? So that was another way of influence. Now watch this. Write this word down. Rapport. REPPORT. Oh, that's not right. REPPORET. No, that's not right.
RA.
RAT.
No, RAPPORT.
Oh, APP. Other people's no, whatever. Go ahead, Lynn. Help us understand what is your. I just get y'all attention because y'all think I'm so retarded, don't y'all? That man's so retarded. Go ahead. All right, go ahead, Lynn. Help us understand why is it important to have a good rapport.
Well, you want to establish the rapport because it makes it easier for you to do your job. It makes it easier for you to ask the next questions. It makes you easier to ask for the credit card when it gets down to it. You establish the rapport to also let people know that you care. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That is why you establish the rapport or a rapport.
Wow. Now, Peter's been saying, how many of y'all get a lot of no's? You just get a lot of no's. How many of you get a lot of no's? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Yeah. Report. I get a lot of no's. So Mr. Peter keeps saying, watch this. If you're getting a lot of no's, you might want to check you out. Now, watch this. It's okay if I'm getting no, because it helps me measure how much better or where I can get. Am I making sense? So now when we talk about rapport, relationships of rapport, totally response, connection created. Now watch this. How do we establish? I want you to write this down. How do I establish rapport with people? Write that down. How do I establish rapport with people? Now, can we get better at this? Is this something that we can get better at? Is this something this week that we can literally do some research on and literally practice it now? Am I making sense? Because a lot of people say the people, because the thing here is you keep blaming the company and you keep blaming people leaving and all of that stuff and looking at other companies and what they're doing instead of looking at yourself. You might find yourself someplace you don't want to be and find yourself doing something and blaming them. And guess what? When you get there, then you're going to have the same problems. Because at the end of the day, all you say, instead of actually worrying about how come we not doing what they doing, I'm going to say this, MYOB, write that one down, MYOB, 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 write it down. Anybody know what that means?
Mind your own.
Mind your own business. You've made your investment, okay? You don't have to go anywhere because wherever you go, they're doing the same thing that we're doing. They're still, what, influencing people. They're actually attracting people to their companies and things of that nature. So what I see now, my job is to actually help you. Watch this. Now, can I do this for you? Can I do the homework for you? No. I'm saying I'm giving you items now that you can do to actually be able to establish better rapport with individuals that you're talking to. Because I could give each one of you somebody right now, and guess what? If you don't learn how to establish this, you're automatically going to turn them off, and Kemp is going to sign them up. Would y'all agree? That's the whole idea. It's not about the people. We'll never run out of people. We will never, say that again, we will never run out of people. If we run out of people, no, we might as well just say, Lord, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. So you don't even need to worry about whether your business works, okay? Because that's just going to be the deal. So here we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
But one more thing about rapport, because sometimes people, sometimes people feel that it's a challenge or it's difficult. But we have been building rapport since we have been small children. I mean, it's something that we do. And for those of you who are parents, you can relate to the kids coming home and they want to, maybe they want the newest, they want something, whatever it is that they want. They come up to you and they try to establish a rapport. They come up to you and they cozy up to you, right? And they start asking questions. Hey, mommy, how you doing today? How was work? You want me to go take the trash out? You want me to go wash the dishes? And what do we say? Go on now. What you want? State your business. They are trying to establish a rapport because they know they're getting ready to ask you for something.
All day, every day.
Exactly. So I just wanted to throw that example in there, and we because we're parents, we see through that, but we want to do it, and that's what we want to do, but we want to do it in such a sincere and genuine way that it doesn't turn people off.
Wow, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Marjorie, what you got for me? She on that daggone Android. Good. I'm trying to unmute you, sister. You must be on an Android. You see that button on there that say unmute yourself? There you go. Do it one more time. There you go. Stop touching it, Marjorie. Do it again. Do it again. All right, there you go. Daggone Island Girls. Go ahead. You had a question?
No.
You unmuted yourself. I was excited. I thought you was going to say something. Okay. I must have influenced her to hit the unmute button. All right. No problem. Okay. So the next one, write it down. Let the other person feel like the ideas are theirs. Make them feel and sound good. Where do you think this actually, and I know you heard this, let the other person feel like the ideas are theirs, especially when you're talking to them about you booking their next trip, getting them to book with you, things like that. How do we do this, Lynn?
So I asked them I ask them specific questions that's going to get them to talk and elaborate. And or what I will do is, like, for example, if I'm trying to upgrade a person, okay, I don't want it to come off as, you know, I'm just trying to sell them the higher price room so I can make a bigger commission. But what I will do is I'll take that price for the upgrade. Let's say it's another $100 or $150 to get a room with a balcony. Let's say we were talking about a cruise. So I'll take that amount and divide it and break it up to such a small amount. And I'll say something like, for an extra $30 a day, you can have a balcony and blah, blah, blah. And you have the advantage of when you wake up in the morning, you want to go see the sunset. Well, not sunset, the sunrise. You don't have to pull on all of your clothes and go out on the Lido deck and find you a chair and sit there and wait for the sunrise. It's right there in your room. You open the door and you can sit on your balcony in your robe. So I get them to thinking, and they're like, you know what? That does make sense. That I could see that. So I'm just presenting it. I'm not being pushy because nobody likes a pushy salesperson. But I accomplish that by giving them facts and making that savings or the value so good that they're crazy not to make the decision.
Okay, that's good. So let the other person feel like the ideas are theirs. So what are some of the ideas that you have for a good cruise? What are some of your ideas? What are some of, if you notice, I'm going to ask questions because when you ask them, you say, you know what? That's a good idea. Anybody ever said that before to somebody? You know what? That was a great idea, Vincent. And when you commend someone about an idea, you automatically influence right there. Watch this. Man, that's a good idea. I think we should do that. I think that would be a great idea. Let's go with that. Make them feel they made their own. Let them sell themselves by asking the right questions. So when we're asking, instead we talk. It sounds like you getting ready to go on a trip. I'm thinking you go. Whose trip is this? Mine or yours? And then at the end of the day, the way you sell, guess what? You talked yourself out of a great deal. Yes? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of times selling is more listening and saying, watch this, getting the person, here go the next one, write it down, get the other person saying yes, 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 yes. And when we start the deal of the price, don't you think it would be very hard for them to say no, no, no? It would be really impossible. This is what we talk about because we want to be able to influence. So guess what? At the end of the day, we want to build that rapport. Rapport is by feeling of commonality. Okay, what's something like that? Let me help y'all out right now. Me and Lynn was talking about this. Anybody ever been on a cruise? Anybody ever been on a cruise? How many of y'all been on a cruise? Okay. No? Nobody? Okay. How many of y'all want to go on a cruise? Anybody want to go on a cruise? No wonder Larry ain't been on a cruise because he don't want to go on a cruise. No wonder. Okay. He just said, he said no, but he must be, he's scared of swimming, y'all. I think he's scared of water. But that's all right. That's okay. Everybody think, some people think they're going to fall overboard. I understand. Stay off that boat. But at the end of the day, I believe I'm not going to be talking. I got to find out something. You're talking about some daggone cruise and they scared to death of water because maybe they, as a little girl, they almost drowned or something. And then you're reminding them of something. You think you're going to get them to give you their credit card? No. Taxes. Guess what? You're talking to people who don't even do their taxes. You think that's going to be important? That's not important to them. Y'all don't think that's the truth? You know who it's important to? The young lady that called yesterday and said, Kim, I got hit yesterday by the IRS and I need a home-based business. You think they're going to give me their credit card then? People are in season. Listen, it ain't until most of us don't want to operate until they get the red notice. That's the one saying we taking your car next week. Now they want to try to build the business in a week. It ain't going to happen. I'm just telling you. So the first thing I got to do is ask questions. Am I making sense? And I'm saying, why do you think you need a home-based business? Because somebody told you, or maybe she didn't understand something. But a lot of us don't understand that. And at the end of the day, we got to find something rapport. Now, watch this. I'm talking to Vincent on the phone, right? I want to connect to him. I want to build a rapport with him. And Vincent, he talks loud. So do I talk loud? If I want to build a rapport with him, do I talk loud? He says, Kemp, I say what? At the end of the day, have I just built a rapport with it? Like he's talking to me loud, I'm gonna talk to, because that's what. Now, if I'm talking about, he'll get y'all don't believe this, but when you talk, I know y'all ain't none of y'all loud, just me and Vincent. Me and Vincent, the only one that's loud around here, right? So me and Vincent, how y'all doing? Hey man, what's going on? What the what? But now if I come up to him like, hey, how you doing? Did you hear me? Yes, I heard you. There ain't no rapport because it's about energy. Do y'all follow what I'm saying? It's about energy. I'm telling you. So you got to meet people where they're at so that you can connect. But now if you are talking from where you are, because why are you, like I was listening to Monique. I know, and I don't want y'all to hear me, but like when you work for Hollywood, y'all know Hollywood got their way, and sometimes we call it kissing butt, right? But at the end of the day, sometimes it's just about building a rapport that'll get you where you need to be. Am I making sense? But then a lot of times when you're sharing things, let me tell you why I'm doing the business, because I'm just tired of these people. You are already showing ungratefulness. Yep, you're ungrateful. All these bills, you're ungrateful. Why are you talking about bills? Why are you getting upset about bills? You're ungrateful. Now, if you didn't have no daggone bills, then you really be talking about, man, I wish I could have such and such and such. I wish I had a way to pay my bills. You got to be grateful for everything you do. You want to build rapport? You have to be grateful. No matter what you have, no matter what experience you have, be grateful for the experience, because I realized the more that we literally stop getting angry at everything. I got to smack myself. You know why? Because I used to be that person. Oh man, I don't need no job. You don't need no job. Yes, the hell you do need a job. You ain't got one, you really gonna be up the creek then. What you gonna say then? You know what? I don't need no man. Stop grudging. You know these men is always, all you doing is complaining. That ain't building rapport. And don't get on that energy of that. Love people. Loving is a way of building rapport. Yes? No? It's just a way. Humble, yeah, there you go. Great word. Humble yourself. When I get to the top, oh boy, I'm going to tell them, I'm going to show them. Guess what? Get it out your heart, because you'll never get to the top. And when you get to the top, you'll find yourself at the bottom real quick. Yes? Build a rapport. How important it is it's very important. Matching and mirroring. Anybody know how to match and mirror? Match, write that down, match and mirror. Matching and mirroring. Matching and mirroring. Anybody know how to match and mirror? This is a good topic.
Is that when we're talking to someone, like I'll say, like maybe when we're getting ready to do a three-way?
Mm-hmm.
And the person, you ask the person, so did you see something, did you see an opportunity for yourself after they watched the video? And they say something like, oh, I like how you can travel and save money. And you'd be like, absolutely, that's exactly how I felt when I first saw the information. So do you mean like that?
Yes, matching and mirroring. That relates to them. So they're having a conversation. So what do you do? I remember exactly where you are. Am I making sense? Mirror that right back to them. And then all of a sudden you'll see, wow, it connects you. Yes? Do y'all agree with that? I remember it when, you know what? A lot of us get to a place as leaders, we forget where we come from. And that's important. Don't forget where you come from. That's all I'm going to say. Don't act like you always knew the taxes, because you didn't. Don't act like you're the expert all of the time, because you're not. Stop wanting to be everything to the point. Guess what? It's okay to use your leadership to actually help them, because I will say, you know what, Beverly, I don't want to do you a disservice. I really don't. I want to put you on the phone with an expert who has much more time than I do. That's humble. That's humbling yourself. You don't see, I know a lot of us, there's something that we have where we always thought we had to know everything, or we was judged. Would y'all agree with that? So I don't want to be judged. So I don't want them to think I'm stupid. I don't want them to think I don't know my business. That can get you trapped up. Am I making sense? That it's okay. You don't have to. And I'm telling you, I'm coming from a place of, I come from a sales background. I'm a professional sales rep. You know who did well when they came into the people who had no experience. When they're green and growing, you're the most humble person that you want to meet. And you have no problem then humbling yourself, submitting to your leadership. Is it any of this making sense? See, a lot of you have had great success, and then when you get there, we stop doing what got us there, because the same exact thing that got you there is going to get people on your team there. Am I making sense? So I always got to submit to leadership. Me, as a national, I got to always be learning. Yes? Okay. People are people who are like themselves, or who are like how they would like to be. Now watch this. People are people who are like people. Let's put it like this. People like people who are like themselves, right? And does this make sense? Like, I like people that's like me. They can relate. You know, a lot of people, well, they like the same kind of music I like, right? They like to smoke weed like me, right? They like to do whatever it is. I'm just saying. Y'all say, I said weed, y'all automatically thought that marijuana, the ganja stuff. I wasn't talking about that. There's another type of weed y'all got to learn. If you want to learn about it, you might want to ask me. Y'all just assume. Stop judging me. Marcus, smile, brother. You are on camera. But at the end of the day, people like to be and hang out with people like them. Would y'all agree with that? They smoke cigarettes. Some people are doing vaping now. Some people are doing things. Some people like to go to church. So guess what? People like to hang around people that's like them. But guess what? People also like people who are like how they would like to be. Yes? I want to hang around people that's like I want to be. Like, I wanted to hang around my top income earners because I wanted to be like him. So if I hung out with him, I want to learn how he's doing things. I want to learn what he's doing. I don't want to hang out with people, not because I know that has a big influence. So y'all write that down. So in the midst of that, people are like peeping. And then we're going to go to number 5. Talk in terms of other person's interest. Talk in terms, Lynn, of other person's interests.
So if I've done my job properly when I'm asking my questions, if they tell me that, you know, they're athletic, or they like the exercise, working out is important to them while on vacation, or they've always wanted to go jet skiing, or, you know, different things I'm looking for. So when I'm talking to them about a potential trip, like I had a young lady yesterday, she said that her boyfriend loves to jet ski. She's kind of afraid, but her boyfriend loves to jet ski, and her boyfriend always wanted to go to Cuba. But these are first-time cruisers. So I came up with 2 cruises. One was a Cuba cruise, because she said that her boyfriend always wanted to go to Cuba. And I also came up with a Caribbean cruise, and at a particular port where one of the excursions had motorized water sports. So when I presented both options to her, I just said, well, I'm giving you this one because you're going to be able to do the jet skiing, which you said your boyfriend loves so much. And also that he also wanted to go to Cuba, and this one is going to allow you to go to Cuba. It has an open bar because that was important to you to get the drink package. So it lets your client know that you are listening to them and you are hearing what they say, and you're putting together the trip that they want as opposed to the trip that you want them to go on.
Wow. Was that a good example, ladies and gentlemen? Excellent. Let's give it up for Lynn as she continues to work it out. This is some good stuff right here, right? So when you are that also takes a good listener too, doesn't it? It really. Now, how many of you actually have somebody that you have actually sent on a trip somewhere and you took notes on that client? How many of you have a filing system for your clients? Anybody got any filing systems like a folder you create? Anybody got a file? Anybody got one? Okay. Okay. What are some of those things you put in those people's files? What are some of the things that's important for a travel agent, Lynn?
I make notes of important dates, and that one is a really good one. So obviously you need their date of birth because you need that for travel purposes. But where I can, I get anniversary dates and any other dates that they make mention of. Oh my gosh.
Birthday.
Well, you have their birthday because they're traveling with you. You have to have somebody's birth date to book their travel.
Okay.
But what I do, especially with those dates, and I take notes of other important activities that they say are coming up. So like sometimes somebody will say, yes, my daughter is graduating next year. So I definitely make a note of that, because when I contact them in the future, I'm going to ask them, did they come up with something for their daughter's graduation? Lets them know again that you're paying attention. Or if they say I have, I'm retiring next year, I'll make a note of that. Mm-hmm. Just different things. Or if they say my wife's favorite place to go is St. Thomas because she loves the shopping in the Virgin Islands. I make notes of these different things. And at that time, I'll send them a card, or if I have a Facebook relationship with them, I'll inbox them on Facebook. Even if I don't have a relationship with them, if I notice it's somebody's birthday, I'll get in their inbox and I'll wish them happy birthday. And I'll say something as, wow, wouldn't it be great this time next year to have your toes in the sand at some tropical location or something like that. And most of the time they will remember that I am a travel agent. I mean, that's just a way of keeping it in mind for prospective clients. Because how many times have we had people say, girl, I forgot you was a travel agent.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
so that's
What
why I
you
do
saying that now we're talking about influence. How important is follow-up for your influence? Now, does that have anything to do with your influence where you follow up with someone?
Yes, because it cements it.
It does what?
It will cement the rapport. It will cement the relationship, because it's one thing they could think, you know what, she was probably just being nice, so I booked a cruise with her. But when you follow up afterwards, oh my God, how was your cruise? Then they're like, oh, okay, she contacted me back. And then, you know, wow, that's great. You had an awesome time. And if it's a cruise that I've been on, I'm gonna ask them what their opinion or what their thought was, get specific good information out of them. And I'll tell them like, wow, I really appreciate your opinion. I'll ask them for a review, all kinds of things to kind of keep, you got to cement that relationship. So at the end of the year, when I go back through my booking desk and I reach out to everyone who booked travel with me in 2018, and I'm wishing them happy holidays, keep me in mind for your travel business in 2019, again, it's coming off as sincere. You know what I mean? Not just, I'm just doing it just to make money.
Is that important to anybody? Would that be I'm asking it to you from a customer. Let's say you're the customer of a company or something. Anybody ever get anything from any client that you've ever done business with? Look at it from that standpoint. Like, what are some of the things that they do to stay in touch and follow up with you?
We get calendars, magnets.
If I'm not mistaken, Vincent, he has bags that he has collected that he gives to all of his clients to wear, like a backpack. Anybody got any backpacks? Anybody got a backpack? Right? Can't you get your name and your company's name to market your business through your clients? Things of that nature. Can you do it? Can you give some of your family? Watch this. We got stuff that we give, brochures. There you go. See that's Vincent. Y'all see what Lynn has right now? I'll go ahead. See, it's a bag that they can put their stuff, because when people are on vacation and walking all over the place, they do not want to have a lot of stuff in their hands. Am I making sense? So that's a nice little backpack that they can put in. They can put water in it, like totes and things of that nature. What are they doing, ladies and gentlemen? They're investing and they're causing an influence. Yes? No? Maybe so. These are things that you can give out to family and friends. Like, instead of cutting them off, ask them to do some marketing for you. Could they do that? See, we got so much negative energy that we're not thinking of all the great ideas that we can use our family and friends for. Yes, you'll be surprised. Somebody might have a family member with a daycare. Somebody might have a family member that has some other kind of business. Do you think of, let me see, who can I think of? I want everybody to do me a favor right now, and I want you to go on the computer, and I'm going to do something. I want you to go into your computer, Google up a small business in your neighborhood right quick. Just put small business in your neighborhood, somewhere like, if you live in Philadelphia, I'm going to put in small bit. In fact, I'm going to do it too. I'm going to go to small business, and we're done here. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna go. Small business Collindale. All right, I live in Collindale. You gotta put something else on Margie. Get out my neighborhood. So here it is, woman-owned business. I just typed this in. 10,000 small businesses, Goldman and Sachs, right? Business in Collindale area. Collindale area, small business networking. Collindale, Glenolden, that ain't too far from us. Glenolden area, small business networking. So when I click on there, they'll give me a list of small businesses. Let me cut that off because Margie looking. I'm just going to shut that down because she's looking at my stuff. But at the end of the day, small businesses, do I have about a number of addresses? Yes or yes. Now I can get a little card and say something like, we are targeting small businesses to help your bottom line. Make your business more profitable. It might just say a card, make your business more profitable, right? And then it'll have a nice little travel, you know, who's booking, and then put on there, who's booking your travel, right? These are just words, 2 sentences that I just put out there that can actually help you, to the point that that was just a small area. Am I making sense to anybody? All right. Well, guess what? Guess what? We want to give some of your people this. He can send some of those bags to give them out to the kids. Guess what? You give out those bags to the kids. All those kids is now wearing your business on their back. And guess what those kids got? Parents. And all you got to do is put their website on it. So when you go to our website, guess what it's showing? It's showing the last trip that you went on. Anybody want to take a night? Oh my God. We just had an amazing birthday cruise. Anybody want to do a birthday cruise? Like just 50s party? Anybody want to do a 50s party? Like all of these things, I'm gonna do a birthday cruise. On our birthday next year, you can start planning it now. Birthday cruise out in, oh my God. And we can tell you the exact director. His name is Mikey. This cat, boy, when I tell you he had deck parties, that thing was the bomb. And Bruce Bailey has made it to the call finally. I know he's doing some amazing things today, but he's excited. He just happened to sign up a business owner. Look at this, y'all. I ain't even going to steal his thunder, but I am going to bring him to the line. Y'all know our diamond, Mr. Bruce Bailey, doing major things out there, probably one of the best of them out there. He ain't signing up people. He's signing up businesses that's connected to a bunch of people. Bruce Bailey, what happened out there? Oh, man, I'm trying to get him. I don't know what he just did. He just did something. He was out there on the camera. I don't know. Bruce, I'm trying to, what he did? He did something. Now, guess what? You think I ain't going to copy? He just signed up a travel company. They got limousines and all of that stuff. What are they in? They're in travel. Y'all think that's the only one? No. Okay. There you go. He must have got knocked off. But anyway, Bruce Bailey just signed up Diamond. This is why he's a diamond. Because he connected with somebody that actually has a travel company, and they're always booking. They're doing stuff for weddings. They're doing their limousine company. They own buses, Coach. Yep. They own buses. So at the end of the day, they got them party buses. Anybody know those party buses? Those people come in to town and do what? A lot of bookings. So guess what? You might know one of those. I don't know if you do or not, but at the end of the day, party buses that he booked the owner, and the owner said, I could do this and I could do that and I could do this. He said, man, sign me up. I can get $80 for how many people? He said, you know how many people I do with in travel? This is what we're talking about. Listen to me. Y'all know we study in the book Think and Grow Rich, right? Anybody know what chapter we on? The chapter is called Imagination. Okay, can somebody's imagination influence somebody? Do you think your imagination can influence somebody? Absolutely, unequivocally. So now my statement is, you're going to go up with this. I could never imagine myself. Anybody ever say that? I could never myself. Like if I say smack your mama, somebody say, I could not even imagine myself smacking my mama. Baby, my mama will put me in the grave. Do you hear me? You said it. Some of y'all said that before, right? Tom, he said, I cannot imagine myself doing some things. Can you imagine yourself spitting? No, there's certain things that some ladies just can't imagine. Like, what? No, that ain't what I do. I'm a lady. I can't imagine myself doing that. And guess what? You will never do it, will you? Because you can't imagine yourself doing it. So how the imagination will move you. Now watch this. Can you imagine yourself making $1 million? I can't even imagine myself. Look, I can't even imagine myself doing that. Now, if somebody is saying they're making $10,000 in this opportunity, and I'm looking at them and say, Tommy did that? If she did it, I now can see myself doing it. All right, we got Bruce Bailey back here. We're going to try again today. Now, he looked like he can do some things. So, but y'all got to imagine yourself signing up a company like that, because that's when you do those things. Imagination, image gives you that opportunity to make some big things happen. And so we teaching thinking big, and if he ain't thinking big, listen, he just got a big old house, right? Y'all see that house he got, right? A huge, that thing look like a castle. But now he coming up with big ideas, because guess what come with that house? Big bills. So y'all give it up for our regional diamond, Mr. Bruce Bailey. What's going on? Bruce Bailey, we got all these people over here, man. Talk to us. What you over there doing? Got something in his back in his car. Look, I don't know what's going on.
This them balloons, man. My wife sent me on a balloon run. I'm here with my partner, Billy the Kid Griffin, man, one of my closest friends, man, comedian in the city. And we just riding around. We doing it. You know how it is. The day of an event, your wife tell you do stuff, you just get in the car, shut your mouth, and do what she say do. So that's what we doing. We riding around, getting it done, man, heading back to the house before I get in trouble for being out too long.
Well, Mr. Bailey, I understand you just signed up, you ain't signed up a person, you signed up a transportation company. What is that? Yeah. I didn't know you could sign up companies. God darn. And he's connected. Like, I can't even imagine myself. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. I can't even imagine. Can y'all imagine yourself? Come on, tell them what happened here. How did this all get started? Billy, shut up.
I mean, it was pretty ironic how it happened. You know, I actually, another good friend of mine set the whole thing up. He was actually supposed to reach out to me a while back. My buddy was to connect us because the dude was interested in going to Dubai. He just got married, I think about a year ago or so. And he was thinking about going to Dubai. Well, actually, he wasn't thinking about it. He was going to Dubai, and he wanted me to research this trip for him. And you know, over time, my guy for whatever reason, he didn't connect us. Probably just had a lot going on. He got a lot going on in the city too. And I'll get it later. And he hadn't connected us yet. And the guy kept reaching out to him. Yeah, I get it, Bill. Guy kept reaching out to him saying, hey, listen, I need to connect with this guy you telling me about. I need to connect what's going on, da, 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 da. And here's the thing. I want you guys to really hear this, that the gentleman I'm speaking of who was supposed to connect us, John, who's a good friend of mine, he was putting in good words for me. And this is important because we grew up together, so we knew each other for a long time. And he was telling this guy, yeah, you got to get with him. You got to get with him. You know, he's a good guy, real humble cat, you know, integrity, you know, so on and so forth. So we finally ended up hooking up today. He called me. He was like, man, I just told John just to give me your number so I can reach out to you myself. So he ended up calling me, and we were conversing. And we decided to meet up for breakfast this morning. He gave me his information about the Dubai trip. So I began to, I called Tours for the World and just got some stuff together for him. And then he kept texting me, the day that we were, and hey, Fonzo. And, he was saying, I'm speaking to my neighbors, y'all. And, he said, man, yeah, so he been telling me you got this, this travel thing going on. And you're the person I need to speak to because, it's something that I may be able to add to my business or whatever. So the day we sat down, we talked. Now I kind of, told him what we were doing and how he can benefit from our services. Now, just to be clear, as Mr. Satchel said, this gentleman didn't necessarily need what I had. He'd already had a bunch of stuff going on here in the city. He owns one of the more reputable transportation services here in the city. He told me, he said, man, one vehicle pays me about $20,000 a month. But if it's something that I can do that connects with my business and makes sense, he said it's a no-brainer. So today we just begin to talk. And this is what I want you guys to understand. As we were talking, it was crazy because we were talking about, him getting in, partnership now. He was saying, you know what, how can I get paid, right? And how can I benefit? How can I get paid? How can I, entwine this into my business that I'm already doing and it'd be simple for me. So we were talking, and then, as we went through the information or whatever, what have you, he asked me a question. He said, so, okay, it's $80 a month. Tell me this. Why wouldn't somebody join? What's the one reason? What should I be aware of that the average person don't join? He said, and I told him, I said, it's the $80. And he said, yeah, I want in. I'm ready to swipe my card. What I need to do, right? And then we just continued to talk. And then, he talked about, okay, well, I got some people, man, I just want to really bless them, man. I want to be a blessing because I don't really need any more money. I ain't going to throw none away, and I'm always looking to save some. Notice what I'm saying. All these, Mr. Satchel, are wealth principles that he's not saying it specifically, but these are wealth principles. It's just a different mindset. He said, yeah, so you're telling me that I can have some people under me and I can still get paid? I said, absolutely. He said, so I don't necessarily have to do it, but I can get people to do it for me and still get paid. I said, yep. He said, man, you know what? Because that's what I'm all about. He said, I don't want to ever do anything that my business is solely dependent on me.
Yes.
He said, I want to be a part of something that I'm able to build, walk away from it, and still going to generate revenue. Right? And then, he started talking. We continued to talk. I mean, we were talking about a lot of different stuff, and it was all, business principle-driven things that we were talking about. And then he just went on to have these conversations about just general business stuff and ideas. He kicked some ideas off of me, and I kicked some off of him because, again, remember, watch this. It's a purpose-driven relationship. Purpose-driven relationship. Here's why. A year ago, Kim said, about 2 years ago, this guy, watch this, was working for the guy who connected us. Now the guy who connected us is now working with him.
Wow.
Now, he had some other people who have approached him about the same thing. But he said, it's something about you. And John said that he was the right person. See, I say that and say, guys, we're not looking for everybody. We're looking for those who are looking for us. And see, there's a time as you're sowing that seed, and you might necessarily not know what that seed is going to produce or how much it's going to produce. You're sowing it in one ground, but then notice if that seed, watch this, spills over into somebody else's yard, and that ground is just as fertile, guess what? it'll give you a harvest in that ground as well.
Wow.
That's good to me. See, I didn't know this guy. Listen, your holy hookup can be directly associated with the seed that you sown years ago that you may have already taken your focus on. But when you take your focus off, guess what? The seed don't stop growing. Woo! The seed doesn't stop growing when you plant it in that soil. And as it continues to be watered, the seed is going to produce regardless. It's just a matter of you now being in position, the right time, the right place, the right season for that seed to now produce everything that it was sown for.
Wow. Wow.
Every seed you sow should have a purpose. Let me say that again. Every seed you sow should have a purpose. If your seed does not have a purpose, then you need to dig it up and reassign it.
Wow.
See, every seed I sow, I assign it. Are you assigning your seeds? Ah, shucks. Watch this. The guy who connected us, he's not even in my business. But as I was sitting there talking to this guy who's saying, swipe my card, he asked me, he said, so John's not in? I said, nope. He said, I'm signing them up today. Man, are y'all getting this, man?
Wow. Wow.
So now I have this guy who has this big service, right? Services that we all can use. We all need at some point some transportation service, whatever, what have you. Big transportation service going on, sitting with me. And he said, man, you got, watch this. I didn't even bring a presentation, Mr. Satchel. I said, I didn't need to bring a presentation because I knew if we talk business principles about what we're discussing here, it made sense to you and you saw the value, you didn't need to see a presentation. Some of y'all just too caught up on the information and not caught up enough on the presentation. When I say presentation, I'm talking about what are you presenting to people that see you?
Come on now.
What are you presenting to other people who know you, who come in contact with you guys? This was simply, you know this, you probably heard this before, Mr. Satchel. God will use his influence on your behalf. He'll use his influence on your behalf when you set yourself for a purpose. See, I'm not chasing the money. I'm never emotionally attached to anybody who leaves or comes to my business. Yes. Because I know God has already directed the right people for my business for the right season. It may not even be a season. God may say, you know what, if I give this to you right now, you might not be ready enough to handle it. Guys, your season will come, right? Spring, summer, fall, winter, right? There's all a season. You just got to wait for your season. Your season will produce the proper harvest. Every season is not meant for your grass to grow. Some seasons are meant for your grass to be fertilized and watered. Man, I hope y'all get this, man.
Wow.
Y'all
getting it right now.
It was so incredible. And Mr. Satchel, the guy walked away, and we walked away as if we knew each other for a long time, and we just talked about some other business things that we want to now have evolve out of this one simple conversation about him partnering up with us in Treveri Global. Incredible.
Y'all, first of all, give it up for Bruce Bailey right quick. Listen, and y'all know Bruce was not on this call today. He just got on this call. Y'all know he just got on this call. But if he did not just help us to understand the word influence today, he just really broke it down and he's practicing these principles constantly on a daily basis. Again, it's not the what and how, it's the practice of them. And that will automatically, based on your life, attract what you need in your life. into your business to the point that, guess what? He just simply said, let's have breakfast this morning. But to just sum this thing up, y'all know on the 27th, we are going to be in North Carolina. Now, Bruce done had a sneak peek of this daggone event already. Mr. D.L. Wallace and Mr. David, man, I've been hearing rave reviews. Coach was able to get a slip of it. I know Marjorie went out there as well. But if you haven't been to this event that's going to take place on October the 27th, already, look at this relationship. He just made the relationship today. And he's always not only thinking of himself, but listen, he has it to where now he can bless. They already got 15 people from his team going to down there, and we realize the people that's in front of the information like this is just going to cause that seed to just blossom and go into, because he's never thinking of just himself. Once you learn that in this business, you're going to understand how to build a network, period. So I just want him to just share exactly, don't go nowhere, Wallace, get over here. But at the end of the day, I want him to share what he is able to put forth, because we know this stuff kind of costs from a leader's perspective. But we thank God for this brother, because he literally made the connection. That means, I don't even like to drive really, but I'm just saying. Go ahead, Mr. Bell.
Yeah, man. So the guy, he said, I don't need to make any money off of this, man. He said, I feel a part of the team now. And he said, I'm going to give you my 27 passenger bus for little to nothing, man. He said, matter of fact, zero profit. It has Bluetooth, TVs, the whole 9 yards. It's a real comfortable luxury bus, if you will. He said, man, if you can do $50 a person, then you guys got the bus, man. 27 passenger. He said, no profit off of that. But he said, this is what I want to do for you guys, man, because you blessed me today with this information. He said, you blessed me today, man. And here's the thing, guys. Stop chasing profit and start chasing purpose. Say it again. Stop chasing profit and start chasing purpose, man. And I'm going to tell you, that's what we walked away with, Satchel. It was like, it wasn't even a business meeting. We walked away at the end of the day saying, wow, there's something, there's more in you. There's more in you that I need. And I walked away with the same thing, man. There's more in you that I need, man. So just get ready, man. I think this is going to lead to some things that's going to be absolutely incredible. I mean, this guy, I was telling Mr. Satchel, he got big boy toys. He says his Phantom pays him about 20 grand a month. That's one single vehicle. So again, man, it's about the some things that you've been waiting for about to show up in your life. You best believe that. And I'm going to declare that, decree and declare that for you today, man. So $50 are interested in joining, $50 a person. Jump on. We can make it a day, man, and just have some fun, fellowship, break bread while we down there. $50 a day. You ain't got to put no stress on your body. You ain't got to put no stress on your mind, and you ain't got to put no stress on your vehicle. So if you want to, get with us, let me know, or let Satchel know. And, we'll reserve you a spot, and we'll talk about the payment options and how you can get that to me. Thank you, man. Back over to you, sir.
Oh, man. Let's give it up one more time for our regional diamond, Mr. Bruce Bailey. Good to hear his voice. Y'all know he's one of the best trainers out there. At the end of the day, you have access to Mr. Bailey at any
Somebody
time.
said, where is it leaving? Somebody said, where is it leaving from? I apologize.
Yeah.
We're leaving from here. We're leaving from the DMV area. So you guys can drive up from Philly if you're in that area. That's a couple hours. Again, you're knocking down substantial time off your full travel if you had to go, drive all the way to North Carolina. So again, we're gonna leave from the DMV. If you guys are interested, just let me know, and more details to come once we get closer to the time and find out how many people we're working with. Back over to you, sir.
Sharon said, I'm in. I know that's right. So y'all make sure y'all just send me a inbox or send that to Lynn, because y'all know me. I'll just ask her, just send it to her inbox and she'll make arrangements for that. Did y'all enjoy the training today? That was recorded. So for your listening pleasures, it will be up. And we definitely want to appreciate all of you. And again, we want to definitely appreciate all of you because we had literally close to 50 people, which I celebrate because I've seen it when it was only 20. But thank you for sharing it with your teams as we continue to share it, move it forward. I guarantee you, like Mr. Bailey said, the best is yet to come. Things is happening in a big way. Stop looking and start learning. And I guarantee you, you'll earn everything you need at the end of the day. Thank you so much. Anybody got any questions? This is a time for questions. Question. Anybody got any questions? Boom, 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 boom.